Side Roads, brought to you by your local Bojangles.
You were recently recognized by a group. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, Southeast Tourism Society recognizes several entities within the tourism over a 14-state area, and we were just recognized for the Tourism of Tomorrow Award, which is noting our sustainable business practices here at Ruby Falls. And I think that has a lot to do with why we're still here 85 years later, is we steward the resources that we have. We can't build another cave. We can't create new streams and aquifers within the Lookout Mountain caverns and the Ruby Falls caverns. So it's very important that we take care of what we were given.
Because, as you said, it's one of a kind in that sense. And people come from foreign countries and have for years.
Oh, this is, we have people that bring their kids, their grandkids, and their great-grandkids on the same trip now, and it's really interesting to see. And they talk about, I came here in 1957 and I brought my kids here in 1972, and I brought my grandkids here in 1992, and now I'm bringing my great-grandkids back in 2014. It's just it gives you excitement for what we do here because it has stood the test of time.
How many people were you competing against or entities?
Okay, Southeastern Tourism Society has memberships over 14 states, so they have hundreds of people that would have been involved in the Tourism for Tomorrow award. However, this particular award was looking at what we were doing as a sustainable business. In 2008, we installed a roof full of solar panels, and so we are now selling electricity back to the grid and offsetting about 10 to 12 weeks of the electricity we use in our cave. The cave was made dark, and so it's really unnatural to light one, so we want to do it as naturally and with less of a footprint to the environment as possible, and that's the reason we did that. We've also were the first U.S. attraction that was recognized by Green Globe International, which is a certification firm that certifies tourism facilities throughout the world, and again, we were the first in the United States to receive that certification and have been recertified. It's a generational thing again, and our children are being taught in school how to take care of the environment, and it's so interesting when you walk up on our tower above us here to see children pull on their parents' pants leg and say, "Mom, they have solar panels, let me tell you about those." And their parents are looking around going, "Well, I don't know anything about it," and their kids are more educated on how to work with a sustainable environment than they are.
85th anniversary. Wow.
I mean, you look around town and you talk about the history of our town, it is hard to imagine how many businesses started here 85 years ago, especially in 1929, which wasn't a great time to start a business, but it's so exciting to be here 85 years later.
And to think of all the people who've come through, families and everything else, and how much has the facility itself changed?
Well, the facility itself has not changed. The wood you're looking around, except for the floor, is the original wood. Somebody painted over it at one time. We had to go back and strip it and return it to its natural look. But all the vintage photographs we have from this lodge area here is actually just the way it was back in 1929.
Anything special planned, or just continuing to do what you've done?
Well, we'll continue to do what we're doing. We'll continue to expand on our Zipstream aerial adventure that's outside. We'll recognize the different special events that we do each year, whether it's Romance at Ruby on the Valentine's Day. We do a tribute to NASCAR every year. We have an ice cream festival in June, and then the most scary of which would be the Haunted Cavern that we do in the fall. And then we will have a new Christmas product this year that we'll have more on later. It's going to be very exciting.